Hello guys, we'll be solving the problem Grid Explorer. So let's take a look at the problem statement. You are an explorer venturing through a vast M cross N grid. Your journey starts at the top left corner of the grid, 0, 0, and your ultimate goal is to reach the bottom right corner, M minus 1, N minus 1. However, there's a catch. You can only move right or down with each step, and you must stay within the boundaries of the grid. As you traverse the grid, you realize there are multiple ways to reach your destination. Depending on the order of your moves, your task is to determine how many unique paths you can take to complete your journey successfully. So, we can see that we are given an n cross n grid, and we must start from the top left corner of a grid 0, 0, and our ultimate goal is to reach the bottom right corner m minus 1, n minus 1, and we can only move right or down with each step, and we must give how many unique paths we can take to reach the bottom right corner. For the input format, the first line of the input consists of an integer, the number of test cases, and for each test case, two integers m and n are given as input, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns in the grid. For constraints, we can see that the number of rows and the number of columns can only range between 1 and 100. The output format. For each test case, output in integer on the new line, denoting the number of unique paths that can be taken. Note, the result may be too large, so to avoid integer overflow, compute the result modulo 10 raised to 9 plus 7. Sample input. 2 is the number of the test cases given. So the first test case is 3 and 2. Where 3 is the number of rows and 2 is the number of columns. From the top left corner, we have to reach the bottom right corner. So there are a total of three ways, which is right, down, 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 right, down. For the second test case, we have given 2, 2. But 2 is the number of rows and 2 is the number of columns. There are a total of two ways to reach the bottom right corner, which is right, down, or down, right. Now, let's take a look how to solve the problem. So, this is a 3 cross 7 grid. We have to start from the top left corner and we have to reach the bottom right corner. So we will mark each grid with the number of ways we can reach it from the 0, 0 grid. So for the first row, we can see that only by taking one path, which is right, we can reach the first row. If we take a down path, then we will reach the second row. So for for reaching the first row, we will take only one path, which is right. So we will mark all the grids in the first row as one. Similarly, for reaching the first column, there is only one path, which is down. So we will mark all the grids as one. So let's take a look at the 1 1 grid. For 1 1 grid, we can see that there are two ways to reach this, which is right down or down right. So we can see that there is two ways to reach, which is from the top or the left. So we will add the number of ways to reach it from the top and the left, which is 1 plus 1, which gives us 2. Now, similarly, for the 1 cross 2 grid, we will see that at the top there is 1 and at the left there is 2. So, the number of ways to reach it would be 3 by adding 2 plus 1. Similarly, we can compute for all the grids, and at the final finished bottom right corner, we can see that the number of ways to reach it would be 21 plus 7, which is 28. So the total number of unique paths from to is 28 if we start from the top left corner and we have to reach the bottom right corner in a 3 cross 7 grid. Now let's take a look at the code. I have coded the solution in Java. So firstly, we will have a class which is named solution. Then we will have a private static final in mode, which is of 10 raised to power 9 plus 7 because to avoid integer overflow, we have to take the modulo. Then we will declare a function taking the inputs m and n, and the name of the function is unique paths. Then we will create a 2D array GP having number of rows as n, m, and number of columns as n. For the base case, as we saw that the number of rows that for the first row and the first column, we mark all of them as one because there is only one path to reach it, which is right, and for the first column, it is down. So we will start a for loop from 0 till m, and we will mark all the grids in the first row as one, and we will start a for loop again from 0 till n, which is the number of columns, and we'll mark all the grids in the first column as 1 because there is only one way to reach it. Now, since this is done, we will use a for loop which will start from 1 till m plus plus, and for loop j equal to 1, j less than n, j plus plus. And we have seen that the number of ways to reach any grid is from the top and the left corner. So we will add the number of ways from the reaching it from the top and the left corner, and we will equate it to the that grid so that it can be stored in that grid. And then we will return the dp m minus 1 m minus 1, which is the last grid, which will show us how many ways we can reach the bottom right corner from the top left corner. And this is the main method. We will have a scanner. Scanner is equal to new scanner system.in. We will take the input of number of test cases using the scanner, and we will start a for loop for each test case, and we will take the input number of rows and number of columns, and we will call the function unique paths and pass m and n in it, and we will print each of the result in a new line. Now we will run the code. We can see that it passes all the sample test cases. Now we can submit the code. We can see that the status has been accepted.